We are back with Silent Hill play novel. Incredible. By the way, I got a little bit of information after I posted the video from last time, because I was wondering about pet bottle, and multiple people suggested it might be a bottle for pets, like in your hamster cage or something. But I got a comment that said it's a plastic bottle, it's polyethylene terephthalate, so PET for short, and it's apparently plastic bottles are called that in Japan, I guess, so I might just be like a Japanese specific thing that it's weird for Harry to think about because he's an American and presumably, what is it, New England, I guess. It just feels a little off for him to say something like that, but oh well. It's kind of like when he noted the bridge was up. Oh, it looks like that one Japanese kanji. Like, I don't think that would be an off-the-cuff thought for Harry. It's fine. In any case, the last thing we had done was we had gone to the antique shop with Sybil. Who goes first? You go first? I go first? I go first. Wait, we don't know what's back there. I better check it out first. I'm a cop. I should go. No, I'm going, I said in a rough tone. Alright, I'll cover you from here. Be careful if anything looks fishy, get back here on the double. So we've seen this part, right? Okay. I peer inside the hidden passage. Inside it looks like an unseen barrier of darkness has been set up, which makes it look like a place no one should enter. I intuitively sense that it would be dangerous to move into this passage. It is that kind of passage. I look back at Sybil once. Sybil? Yes? Do you know anything about, well, like some other world? It's like some kind of bad dream? What are you talking about? Yeah, my mind goes blank. We've had this conversation. This is where I reloaded. I guess we started at the beginning of this iteration. I hear sirens in the distance. It's weird. I met this nurse, Lisa. It was a blur. What? Oh, I was just wondering. Never mind. Harry, you're tired. Yeah, maybe. Am I tired? Yes, I am tired. If that is all it is, then that's fine. If my being tired is what caused me to see all the hallucinations up to this point, then Cheryl should return to me. The only thing is the sensation I'm feeling is not that of being tired. Rather, my body feels as if I've been on the floor, sleeping continuously, like a human in cold sleep. I'm feeling the agonizing suffering of not easily being able to escape from that state. So yeah, are we going for the bad ending or what? Leaving Sybil behind, I step into the passage. I begin walking, carefully taking one step at a time. Sybil can probably no longer see me from where she is, even if I could see her from where I am. Okay, this is new. I made my way into the room at the end of the passage. It is small, and the smell of something having been burned is in the air. Once I saw an altar appear in the darkness, I realized that this is the church that Dahlia was talking about. Ah, hello there, Gregory. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm tired, except I'm not. I must be. Yeah, don't worry, Harry knows what he's doing. I look around the area. An axe have been displayed on the wall. The truck have started to move. But nothing else stands out. While shaking my head, I decide to try going back through the passage I came from, and at that moment, a light bright enough to make me look away emanates from the altar. Ooh. I think I heard the sound of a giant match being stuck? Maybe struck? And then two enormous pillars of flame rose from the altar, as if a ritual were beginning or something. Even at the distance I am at, I can feel the heat from those flames. My surprise and that heat caused me to fall into a state of barely being conscious, and then I gradually lose myself, until I finally end up lying face down on the concrete floor. And the coldness that remained on the floor was drawn away by the heat as my consciousness grew distant. Are you okay? Harry? Harry? Where am I? Harry? Lisa? Then I'm in the hospital. You were having a bad dream. Was I? Hey, you don't look too good. Are you okay? I'm fine. We're just not doing quotation marks anymore. Nothing you need to worry about. Well, if you're sure. Lisa, do you know a woman named Dahlia Gillespie? Oh yeah, that crazy Gillespie lady. She's kind of famous around here. She never sees anybody, so I don't know that much about her. But I heard a kid died in a fire, and supposedly she's been crazy ever since. Well, she says the town is being devoured by the darkness. Do you have any idea what she's talking about? The town devoured by the darkness. Yes, I think I do. Before this place was turned into a resort, the townspeople here were on the quiet side. Everybody followed some kind of queer religion. Hey! It's a nod from that one note. Like, we're going to investigate this queer religion. Weird occult stuff. Black magic. That kind of thing. As young people moved away, the people figured they'd been summoned by the gods. Evidently, things like that used to happen around here all the time. You know how it is. Before the resort, there wasn't really anything else out here. Everybody was so flipped out. Gotta blame it on something. Then a lot of new people came in and everybody clammed up about it. A cult. Last time I heard anything about it was, gosh, years ago, when several people connected with developing the town died in accidents. People said it was a curse. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rambling. I'll shut up. Lisa is... The reverberation... They use reverberation a lot in this game. The reverberation of Lisa's "I'll shut up" remained in my ears. I wonder how long had I been asleep? I found myself in that antique shop again, lying face down in the same position I was in just a short while ago. Was that another dream? Did I pass out again? I don't want to think so, but maybe this is all just going on in my head. I could have had a car accident and now I'm lying unconscious in a hospital bed. I don't know what's real anymore. Sybil said Cheryl was heading toward the lake, but the road to the lake is blocked. Aren't there any other roads? Lisa would probably know. Although I am limited in what I can do, I still have one piece of information for finding Cheryl. So I cannot just remain here. I energetically stand up. Open the door of the antique shop and rush back into the town. Is Sybil there? Oh, that's right. This is when the whole town gets messed up. Hello there, Angry Psycho. Welcome to the stream. I got some bad news for you, though. The town has turned into that nightmarish world. It's as if the danger in this town increases with every second. In order to find Lisa, I turn on the flashlight on my chest and begin to run at full speed. I left the antique shop with the intention of reuniting with Lisa, but I discover that all the roads leading to the hospital are blocked. With no other choice, I enter the shopping mall town center in the shopping district. Okay, so seriously, like I mentioned this last time, we are constantly shifting back and forth between present and past tense, and it's driving me crazy. And hello there, Shirai. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Hey, look, it's the Giga Store. Inside, everything has naturally changed to the other world as well. I can hear the groans of monsters in the vicinity, and it would not be surprising if they attacked at any moment. The floor has changed to metal grating, and this building looks as if it has been left in ruins for several hundred years. Large monitors have been placed in the hall at the entrance to greet shoppers. After wandering around the first floor and finding nothing interesting, I begin heading up the powered-down escalator, and at that moment... Ah! Suddenly, light overflows from out of the monitors in the hall. A bound Cheryl is displayed on the screens. Daddy, help me! Cheryl! I got my quotation marks back. I'm that excited. I turn around and run back down the escalator toward the first floor hall. The image of Cheryl on the monitors then begins to get more and more fuzzy, until it dissolves into video static on the picture tube. And then, in place of Cheryl, an eerie crest is displayed. It looked a lot like that which I saw in the courtyard of the elementary school. I pound on the monitors. I pound with all my strength, as if I believe that Cheryl is trapped inside the picture tube. However, Cheryl's image did not appear again. We're not going to show the crest? Alright. I am convinced Cheryl was definitely taken away by someone and is being held by them, and she is waiting for me to rescue her. I must hurry, I say to myself. Alright. Search the second floor. Search the first floor. Yo-oh. Hey, chat, what should I do? This is going to be our first decision of the night. We're getting somewhat close to the end of the game. I see search the first floor. Yeah, oh, the second floor. Oh, okay. 2 meaning the second floor. I wasn't sure if that was 2 option 2. Excuse me, to the second floor. Okay. But it looks like a bunch of people are going for the first floor. Well, no, it's about evenly split. Sorry, I'm getting disoriented because we should go second floor. But then I see B, and I'm like, second floor is option A. And oh my god. We are split. We have a split. There's the second floor, and there's the first floor. If I remember my game lore, B, We are slightly eking out the first floor, so I'll do that. Instead of going up to the second floor, I decided to check out the first floor. Dilapidated department stores can be seen through the metal gratings. Everything is scattered about, and a giant spiderweb bigger than any I have ever seen stretches throughout the area. Yeah, whatever, man. I've played Demon's Souls, and Nightmare Creatures 2, and Neo, it's fine. Ocarina of Time. I walked along the fence that bordered the first floor. After passing by a show window with mannequins, I came to a walled-off space. Sand is spread all over the open area inside, and it is lit by incandescent light from above. At first glance, I thought it was outside. There appears to be a high ceiling that cannot be seen so well in the dark. There's a circular hole in one of the metal gratings that surrounds the area. From there, I can enter the area. I bent down and stepped into the walled-off area. Upon moving in just a bit, I find a rifle! I pick up the rifle at my feet and try readying it. As I do so, an unspeakably unpleasant tremor comes from below me, and it shakes my entire body. It is not something that I can see. I decide this because I felt it only came from below me. I can clearly tell that something with a long body, like a caterpillar, is moving around below me. Oh yeah, I fought one of those things in Kingsfield 4, it's fine. As I move, it moves in the same direction. So it is obvious that it is aiming for me as it moves, and then it shows itself. Well, hello there, General Ledger. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Ah! That does look kind of cool. It is a giant caterpillar about 5 meters long. It sprays a green liquid from its fierce, tusk-covered mouth. I could tell that the liquid was poisonous just from looking at it, and that it is definitely being discharged towards me. I did not dodge it in time, so some of that liquid got on my arm. The pain is sharp. Red is rising up where the poisonous liquid got on me, as it is dissolving the components of my skin. Damn! Fire the rifle! Run! Wow, chat. What do I do with this situation? Throw a Pokeball at it? Ugh, the secret option C. Why didn't I think of that? It looks like we are unanimously doing option A, so let's fire the rifle. Oh! I'm in danger now. I once again ready the rifle that I just picked up, and then I rain bullets into the creature that has appeared above ground. Green fluid began to leak from its abdomen, so it twisted its large body and once again burrowed underground. A steel plate is conveniently lying in the middle of the area. If I can just get on top of it, then I should be able to avoid direct attack. Pro tip for you PlayStation users. However, I move onto the steel plate. I stay where I am. Uh-oh. Do I go for it? Or do I wait because I say however? Truly a battle of epic proportions. Whatever do I do? I'm seeing a bunch of option A's again. Hello there, video gamer. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? We're stepping ourselves onto a steel plate, it looks like. After moving onto the steel plate, I discovered one problem with doing so. I can no longer tell where it's coming from. I can only go with my intuition. Just where it is going to appear from. I gamble. Behind. Oh my god. Behind. Front. Side. Wow. Well, now it's a crapshoot. Chat, what do I do? I don't know where it's coming from, and it could be coming from anywhere. Yeah, above. God help me. We're gambling, baby. What's it gonna be? We're mostly going with side, it seems. Alright. Wrong, you die. From the side. I ready the rifle with my right hand. I could quickly attack to the left, but it will take a little time to attack to the right. So I wager on the left. I calm my breathing so that I'll be able to fire as soon as I see it. However, it went against my prediction and appeared behind me! General Ledger was correct. I won't make it in time! As soon as I turned around, a shower of poisonous liquid sprayed from its mouth and fell all over my face. Et tu, chat? Ugh, I cannot even speak. I wiped my face with my hands. This time I felt the pain of burning on the palms of my hands. I aimed at it and pulled the trigger over and over. The sounds of an explosion and then a scream repeat over and over. Then a great tremor shakes the earth, and it escapes underground. Without resting, I stand, because my intuition tells me that Cheryl is in danger. I leave the town center. Well, damn, that's 2 boss battles we did not successfully complete. Perhaps the caterpillar from before was blocking my path to the hospital, as my route, which had been blocked until just before, was now restored. The entire town seemed like the insides of an enormous living thing. If a part of it is treated, then a part of it is destroyed. If a part of it disappears, then a part of it appears. I get the feeling that I am wandering about within a living organism that has become a labyrinth. I opened the gate to the hospital and then energetically opened the door of the examination room. Inside, Lisa was waiting for me. Harry! She changes from looking completely exhausted and rushes over to me in an innocent, childlike way. Glad you're okay. Thank God you came back. I was scared to be here all alone. I'm here now. I was worried too. I'm real happy to see you. I lightly hug Lisa and gently draw away. I then speak while looking into her eyes. Lisa, can you tell me how to get to the lake? The lake? You take Bachman Road. The road's blocked. I recall what Sybil told me. Well, that's the only way out. Out there? Are you sure? There's gotta be another way. Lisa places her hand on her chin and thinks for a bit. Then her eyes open wide as if she has realized something. Wait, I just remembered something. What? There's a waterworks over by my old elementary school. It's been abandoned for years. There's an underground tunnel out there used for inspections or something. I remember hearing it runs all the way to the lake. Really? You think I could get to the lake from there? I've never been down in there myself, so I'm not positive. Besides, it's all fenced off to keep people out. If there's a chance, I've got to try. Lisa embraces me again just as I think that her face is beginning to look tearful. Harry, don't go! I don't want to be alone. It's so scary I can't stand it. This one room in an empty hospital. In this state in which monsters could kick in the door and enter at any time, she has no weapons with which to defend herself with. Double with. So her being gripped with fear is only natural. What should I do? Take her with me. Leave her here. Ooh, chat. What's it gonna be? This... Well, I don't know if this is one of the critical choices or what. Hello there, Overlord Mao. Winterburn, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Interesting question about taking her with us. But I'm seeing mostly leave her here. I waver. Is it okay for me to leave Lisa alone? But then, what'll happen to Cheryl? Cheryl has only me to depend on. My concern for Cheryl cannot be compared with my concern for Lisa, and no matter what, she is my daughter. Look, just wait here a little longer. I'll be back as soon as I find my daughter. Perhaps those words rang cold for Lisa, but there's nothing that can be done. I must save my daughter. Harry! I do feel bad about this. I leave the hospital, the water supply installation near the elementary school. I was told that I could go through those sewers and reach the lake that Cheryl was heading toward. I must hurry. As I began to run, I felt something fly over my head. It looks like something is flying in circles in the sky above me, but it is dark, so I cannot see it so well. I climb the metal stairs of the building across the street and then head up to the roof. Ah! What is this? A giant moth. I guess I didn't completely kill it. That caterpillar that I shot at the town center has followed me here. Ah! And it is matured. It dances against the black sky and is looking down on me. In addition to the poison that it can discharge from its mouth, it now has a stinger with which to stick me with. Again with a double with! A stinger with which to stick me. A stinger... A stinger to stick me with. Pick a with. I'm in danger. Fire the rifle while avoiding it. Hide in the shadows of the building. Buildings. What's it gonna be, chat? If it makes you feel any better, poison on our face only seemed to annoy us. Fire the rifle while avoiding the rifle. I'm seeing mostly B. Can't find me here, fool. I'm in the shadows. I'm a ninja. I hid behind the water tower, and from the slight opening I observed the gigantic monster. A monster that circles the sky in an attempt to catch me. Using the water tower as a shield, I study its movements, and at the same time look for a vital point. Its head, with those poisonous tusks, its abdomen, which contains a large amount of poisonous liquid, its wings, with its poisonous... which it could freely control. Calm down, I told myself. I must focus on only one target. Abdomen, wings, or head. What's it gonna be, chat? What am I firing at? Things are really picking up. Just wing it. Ha 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 ha. Let's wing it as well. A for abdomen, A for abdomen. I abstain after getting Harry hurt. What's the worst thing that happens? We get stabbed and poison in our face? Actually, that does sound pretty bad. A for abdomen, B for wings. Hello there, JC. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? It looks like we're going for wings. I aim at its wings. Its wings are so large that even if I did blow a hole in one, it would not make much of a difference. Now we have double that. Let's get the hell out of here. The base of its wings. If I destroy the joint at the base of its wings, then they will no longer function. I adjust my aim. However, aiming at such a small area is quite difficult for an amateur like me. Besides, my opponent can freely fly in the sky, which makes me think that the shot is near impossible. While dodging it, I point barrel of the gun at the soft area below its chest. It adeptly uses its large wings to pursue me, but eventually its strength runs out and it falls between two buildings. Okay. Green liquid leaks from its insides and its screams echo throughout the town. Yeah, right, Gregory? I feel like all this analysis would have been more useful before the choice. What should I choose, chat? Choose wings. Okay, let's choose wings. Huh. I don't think I could hit those. Like, oh. Thanks. Well, we got it. The nightmare still continues. After passing through the sewers connected to the water supply installation near the elementary school, I came up in the most popular part of Silent Hill, the stop sign. I mean the lakeside tourist spot. However, in spite of this, there is no reason to expect anyone to be here. The area is wrapped in darkness and in a condition in which it would be impossible to even walk around without a flashlight. First, I decide to enter Annie's Bar, which lies on the road to the lake. As I approach the door, I notice what sounds like a struggle coming from the other side. Oh, wow. When I open the door inside, Kaufman is there. Dr. Michael Kaufman. That is certainly what he said his name was. A monster has him cornered. His back is against the far wall of the bar, and he is out of breath. He did not notice me come into the bar, and looked as if he had lost all hope. I pointed my gun at the monster and fired, even after the monster had died. With a cry like a metallic twisting, Kaufman just stared into the air, looking completely worn out. Are you okay? Buster Wolf! As I spoke to him, he weakly stood up, brushed his pants twice, and then slowly looked toward me. That's so oddly specific. He brushed his pants twice. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. But I'm beat. I thought I was a goner there. So how did it go? Did you find a way out? No, not yet. How about you? Zip. But it's too soon to give up. This craziness can't go on forever. A military rescue squad should be here at any time now. If they come through the town, we're home free. He looked at the darkness outside the window and clenched his fists. I hope so, I say. I better get going. This isn't the time to stand around flapping our gums. He fixed his collar and then began to walk to the door. He walked as if he were incredibly hungry. What? And when he reached the door, I asked him the question that had been on my mind for quite some time. Kaufman, ask about Alessa. Show him the picture of Alessa. What's it gonna be, chat? What's it gonna be? Have you seen this girl? Short, dark hair. Yeah, holding his belly, asking for food. Yeah, he walked as though he were hungry. Huh? Was he just staggering around going, oh, I sure am hungry? Anyway, we're leaning toward B for this one, the picture. Have you seen this girl? Do you know this girl? His hand, which he had placed on the doorknob, paused for a moment, and then he looked back at me. I hold the picture of Alessa in my hand. Upon seeing it, a look of horror appears on Kaufman's face, and he freezes. You... Just who in the hell are you? I was unable to understand the meaning of his question. In the next instant, Kaufman turned and then left the room as if he were sucked through the door. Dr. Michael Kaufman. He definitely has some secret. While I'm not sure whether it's connected to me rescuing Cheryl or not, he knows the main reason why this town has undergone a transformation. I followed him so that he did not notice me. Do you have medicine I can use on Sybil for a later moment in the game that it affects my ending? He races through the dark alleys, all the way back to that beautiful stop sign. Perhaps it's because he's familiar with the geography here? The sound of the harsh wind blowing down from the mountains as it cuts through the eaves of the buildings hides my footsteps and my presence. I continue to carefully tail him, making sure not to lose sight of him. Finally, his small figure opened the door of a certain building and he disappeared inside. He went into a motel, but not into one of the guest rooms. The door he went through is one that was off limits to outsiders and only for use by employees. Oh. I press down on my heart, which feels like it is going to explode, with my left hand, open the door that Kaufman just used, presumably with my right hand, and head inside. Inside, ancient dust is everywhere, and the room reeks of mildew. It looks to be a garage. Oil, a sprayer, tires, and such have been placed on a dirty metal shelf. Odd. Kaufman is nowhere to be found. There's only one other door in the room, and it's slightly open. He must have gone through there into another room. However, I did not go after him right away. Instead, my attention turned to the motorcycle near the wall, and I stopped. The gas tank of the motorcycle differs from the rest of the motorcycle, as it is oddly clean and shiny. The motorcycle is so covered in dust that it is not possible to even distinguish what color it is. Wow! But I get the feeling that the gas tank area alone has been fiddled with. By someone. I try gently opening the gas tank. Inside the gas tank, there's a black vinyl bag that's protecting a small glass bottle. Oh, did we actually find the medicine? At the moment I was about to reach out to it, a familiar voice stopped me. Ah! Give me that! When I turned, Kaufman was just glaring at me, his face white with anger. His clenched fists are shaking with rage. What is this? That's none of your business. Instead of messing with that, how about coming up with a way to get out of here? Huh. Yeah, Chad, I forgot what that was called. Shall I? Aglophalopagus? You shouldn't be hanging around here goofing off. What do you think you're doing? Do you want to get yourself killed? Get out of here. Even if he had not said that I understood, I didn't know just how important the small bottle was to him, but I didn't think that it would help me to find Cheryl, so I gave it to him. Okay, take it easy. Unless you want to die, keep your mind on business. Got it? Oh, Aglophotus? Thank you, Dragon Ace. Saying that, Kaufman acts calm and leaves the garage. Oh, saying that, Kaufman acts calm and leaves the garage. I think that guy's got to be involved with the local drug racket. Man, was he pissed. And in such a rush, too. There was probably dope in the bottle. Anyway, better let him do as he pleases. There's more than my life at stake. I then realized that I'm wasting time. Looks like I was the dope! And immediately leave the hotel. I check the map and then head to the greatest part of this sightseeing area, the lakeside. You know, I hear there's a good hotel over there. My visible breath brushes by my cheeks, drifting in the air as if to mark my trail, and then finally becoming one with the air around it. And then the area gradually began turning into that nightmarish world. I abruptly come to stop. This time the change is not instant like before. This town, this world, seems like it is being dumped into a demon's body. and I am filled with a feeling that there is no going back. Something has changed, in a way that cannot be undone. There is a road before me, so I run along on it. That's all I can do. Is there any hope? Is Cheryl alive? In this situation in which I cannot be sure of anything, I frequently have to fight off the urge to get sick. However, I believe that I will find something if I continue forward on this road. I run across a pier, and without thinking about it, I wrench the door of a small boat stopped midway along the pier open. Oh, like I wrench open a small boat, not a pier open, right? A small boat stopped midway along the pier. I wrench that open, and then rush inside it. Oh, wow, she was here, then she was gone. There was already a passenger inside the boat. Sybil! Harry! Our voices reveal that we were both relieved. How'd you get back here? I followed the sewer. Were you the one who cut the fence? Yeah, I'm glad you made it. I was worried about you. You were worried? Where'd you disappear to? Never mind. I want to know what's going on here. What is with this town? I condensed all the things that had happened to me into one, somewhat unclear conclusion. I looked at Sybil and began, whatever. I looked and began to speak. This may sound really off the wall, but listen to me. You've got to believe me. I haven't gone crazy and I'm not fooling around. At first I thought I was losing my mind, but now I know I'm not. It's not me. This whole town, it's being invaded by the other worlds. By a world of someone's nightmarish delusions come to life. Little by little, the invasion is spreading, trying to swallow up everything in darkness. I think I'm finally beginning to understand what that lady was talking about. Harry, hold on a minute. I don't get it. Look, I don't understand it all myself. I guess I can't explain it. I honestly revealed how I felt. Well, what's making this happen? I don't know that either, but I do know Cheryl is there. There? Under whoever created this darkness, Cheryl is somewhere, and she needs my help. Once I finished explaining everything, Sybil faintly smiled and looked at me as if she was worried. Harry, this whole thing's been a major blow to you. You need to rest. I was let down. This world, its state, and the reason it became like this. Hello there, Keith. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I understood, and I wanted Sybil to understand as well. Even though I'm a writer, I'm cursed by a limited vocabulary. This is something that upsets me about myself. I feel sad. Sybil, As I was speaking, the door slowly opened and I could see someone enter the room. It was not a monster, but a human. Ah! The demon is awakening! Spreading those wings! Dahlia Gillespie. Was it not as I said? I see it all now. Yes, everything. Hungry for sacrifice, the demon will swallow up the land. I knew this day would come, and what's more, the task is almost finished. There's only two left, to seal this town to the abyss, the mark of Samael. When it is completed, all is lost. Even in daytime, darkness will cover the sun. The dead will walk, and martyrs will burn in the fires of hell. Everyone will die. So what am I supposed to do? I've got to save Cheryl. It is simple. Stop the demon. The demon taking that child's form. Stop it before your daughter becomes a sacrifice. Before it is too late. Stop it. Stop it. What do I do? Go to the lighthouse on the lake and to the center of the amusement park. Make haste. You are the only hope. Look, Harry, I really don't get what's going on, but if there's a chance we could save your daughter, I'm in. I'll check out the amusement park. You go to the lighthouse. Sybil, I will go to the lighthouse. Or I will go to the amusement park. And this is a significant option. What's it gonna be, chat? Yeah, Winterburn, it's simple. Just kill a demon god. All you gotta do is run out of ammo. Piece of cake. So I'm seeing a vote for amusement park. Yeah, you act like you've never fought a demon god before. We fought giant creatures. It's not a demon god, but something. I'm seeing multiple votes for B. You know we're supposed to go to the lighthouse, right? But alright, amusement park. As usual, I pretended to go along with what Sybil is saying and nodded. What a jerk. I cannot let Sybil go alone. Even if she is a cop, it would be terrible if something were to happen to her while she is trying to help my daughter. I waited for a little bit and then headed after Sybil. Oh no, that's right. Yeah, we are supposed to deal with Sybil at the amusement park, but like we ultimately go to the lighthouse, right? I decided I could always go to the lighthouse later. Within a current of guessing that raced by like a revolving lantern, alright, I ran toward the amusement park. I arrived at the amusement park by going through the sewers. In the amusement park, which has changed to the form of the other world, several of the attractions run constantly, as if they were broken toys. Creepy. Also, I love how we just glossed over the entire sewer dungeon. Oh, I just did it. I pass by the Ferris wheel and arrive at the merry-go-round, but this is the only attraction that is not running. It's saving its energy for Silent Hill 3. While it is only natural for a ride to not be in operation, it seems unnatural for this merry-go-round to not be running. I walk around it. Yeah, ironically, that's the only thing in Silent Hill 3 that was running as far as I remember. Clink, clink. While slipping between the horses, I look for Sybil. Quite a bit of time has passed since she came here. I suppose maybe she didn't find Cheryl and headed back to that ship, but the only way to get here is through those sewers. If she had gone back, then we should have run across each other at some point. Huh? What is this? I slowly kneel down and try touching it. The dark green liquid is still warm. Something moved through here, and if this trail is traced, it will lead back to the source of the liquid. And then, in the darkness, I see Sybil from behind. Sybil? I try calling out to her. Only the low sound of the motor of the Ferris wheel echoes from afar. She should be able to hear me. I take another look at her. Oh, a cutscene! Oh my... What? Odd. I do not see the brave attitude that was present in her just before. She walks as though something has drained the life out of her, like she's wandering about for no reason. I approach her and call out to her once more. As I do this, Sybil staggers as she slowly turns, and confirms my presence. And then, as if I'm watching her in slow motion, she raises her right arm until it is parallel with the ground, and then a bullet fires from the handgun she is holding. Maybe she'll miss. Sybil, it's me! It's Harry! The bullet grazes my shoulder, and with a discordant metallic sound it hits one of the wooden horses. She is coming towards me. Hello there, Wesley. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Her eyes no longer appear to be human. The eerie red color of her eyes does not make it look like her life force has been drained, but instead it makes it appear as if she has been possessed by some evil being. I was too late, I think. Her heart had been devoured by someone. No, by Alessa. What is there is no longer Sybil. Just an alter ego of Alessa that is using Sybil's body. I ready my handgun and fire it at Sybil. I have no choice. If I do not fire, then I'll be killed. If I die, then I won't be able to save Cheryl or anything. Sybil. She should be my most dependable partner. The first person I met in town and to support her. An irreplaceable friend that risked her life to help me search for Cheryl. Hello there, Rhett. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? And yeah, you are right. The Borley Haunted Mansion was running in Silent Hill 3. I was thinking of like a ride, but you are correct. And now I'm going to kill her in the name of rescuing my daughter. However, I have no choice. I will be killed if I do nothing. I pull the trigger. Each time I hit Sybil, I feel like I'm going to pass out. And as Sybil collapses, I become aware of my error. We didn't find the drug. Sybil has become just an object. I rush over to Sybil and look at her. She's on her back with her eyes wide open. I sink to the ground. Tears distort my vision. Yeah, no, we can't use the liquid because we didn't find it. Oh, is it because we took the purple one? I don't think that particularly mattered. We didn't have to take the pet bottle. But if it was supposed to be that liquid, then that would be a damn shame. Sybil, why did this happen? At the moment I'm about to touch Sybil, her back suddenly rises and begins squirming. A nasty liquid-like monster bursts out of Sybil's lifeless back. It crawls on the floor and begins to move at a speed not unthinkable for its shape. What? So at an expected speed? Keeping only it in my sight, I pursue it. I'm already exhausted and may be in no condition to correctly judge things. And then, just as I had predicted, she appeared. Alessa. The girl that wrapped up this town and its residents in her other world. That girl carefully formed her body from out of light, and approached right in front of me. I begin to talk to that demon. I figured you'd show. Hold it right there. I don't know who you are, what you're trying to do, and I don't care. Just one thing. Let Cheryl go. That's all I ask. Before I finish speaking, Alessa raises her right hand toward the sky. And then she brings her arm down and my entire body is blown backwards. My body tumbles across the ground like a rag for about 30 meters and then finally comes to a rest. Damn! Such incredible power! A servant of God, a demon's power. A normal person like me has no chance against her. Power is gushing out of her body and it emits a pale light. I cannot even approach her. Huh? What is this? Suddenly, a blinding light emits from my pocket. It is that four-sided object, the Floros. Light shoots out in a straight line from each of the points of its triangles, and it eventually rises up into the air. Just as I thought that the great light and sound it was wrapped in meant that its power was greater than Alessa's, the power of the Floros condensed, became a beam of light, and pierced Alessa's body. Just as I was... Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, just as I was just before, Alessa was blown backward by that power which she could not overcome. Where's Cheryl? Give me back my daughter. I was on the verge of passing out, and I thought of Cheryl. All I can do is calmly look at the unbelievable sight before me as it unfolds before my eyes. What just happened? Is Cheryl okay? However, she does not answer me. Instead, a hoarse voice passes into my thoughts, and it is accompanied by the sound of footsteps. We meet at last, Alessa. Dolly, Gillespie. Unable to move from my prone position, I thought about who is voice that was, and then using all my strength, I stand. After confirming that it was Dahlia in front of me, I spoke in a voice that was nearly a yell. Where's Cheryl? Where is she? Dahlia does not hear me yelling. She does not look back and looks at Alessa with a creepy smile. Alessa, this is the end of your little game. Mama, Mother? I'm confused. Huh? Could she be? You've been a ghastly little pest, haven't you, Alessa? I was careless, thinking you couldn't escape from our spell. But Mommy didn't know how much you'd grown. That's why I couldn't catch you all by myself. But what a pity, yes? Now you're half indebted to this man for his help. Hey, what are you talking about? My voice just echoes emptily in the darkness. Alessa, my dear little girl, there is one thing left I need you to do for me. No, get away from me. Bad girl, everything is ready. Let's go home now. Wait, what about Cheryl? Just where is she? Give me back my daughter. My daughter, Cheryl. What? Lisa, what happened? Where's Alessa and Dahlia? Harry, since before, I went to check out the basement like you said. Lisa? I was on the verge of passing out, but now I am slowly getting more and more wide awake. Lisa, you went to check out the basement? Yes, even though I was told never to go there. It was on my mind. I swallow hard. Listen to more of her story. Change the subject. I thought the game was over! What's it gonna be, chat? I do not know where we're going with this. Like, I know what happens to Lisa in the game, but this feels weird. We're going with A. Listen to the story. And then, Lisa looks down a bit and then continues to speak. Hey Harry, do you know a man called Kaufman? The image of the pudgy man I had met several times came to mind. Yeah, I've met him a few times. I believe he's a doctor at this hospital. Lisa raised her head in surprise and her eyes opened wide. And then she let out a long sigh. Yes, for a long time that there was something strange about it. What? Oh, I thought there was something strange? Lately, especially that. I adjusted my sitting position and looked at Lisa as if I could see through her. Especially? I'm working as his assistant at this hospital. As for what is in any room, I should know better than him? Okay, I must know better. But when I learned that this hospital had a basement by strange chance, he suddenly got angry. He told me to never go near there. I was scared, so I never brought that subject up again. But then he changed. It wasn't just the way he treated me, but it was also he was irritated with everyone else, and no one wanted to go near him. That was around last summer. I quietly listened to Lisa's story. After that, he began saying things that did not make a lot of sense. Things like, "This is the end of this world," and "descent," and so on. Stuff that sounded like weird religious terms. That all humans would disappear from the world and only he would survive. That the landscapes seen by our eyes are all false. He said nothing but things like that. And then, he killed himself. What? I was stunned. Suicide? Yes. He set himself on fire. The body was unidentifiable. I pressed my hands down on my trembling legs. That's impossible. I just met Kaufman and spoke with him not long ago. Just who was that man? Lisa looks amazed and smiles wryly while shaking her head from side to side. It was Kaufman. Dr. Michael Kaufman. I guess he didn't die after all. There were too many mysteries surrounding his death, and even the police were troubled by it. With no real proof, they concluded that it was suicide. I took a deep breath. Kaufman was alive. Maybe he switched the bodies. Perhaps I mistook the man I met for him. Wow. So what do you think, then? This is a twist that I did not see coming. It was Kaufman's twin brother, Kaufman. Oh my god. It looks like we're going for B, shockingly. Wait, Lisa, maybe I mistook him for someone else. After all, since I have come to Silent Hill, nothing but strange things have occurred. It is as if I'm walking around in a dream world. Even talking to you now, I cannot say for sure that any of this is real. Lisa shakes her head from side to side. No, it was definitely him. He's alive. He switched the bodies and hit himself. Just what was he up to? I placed my hands on Lisa's shoulders and made up my mind. Like I have told you before, I'm looking for my daughter, Cheryl. I don't know who this Kaufman guy really is, but does he know something about the change in this town? Lisa doesn't answer. Lisa, come with me to the basement. That might be where Cheryl's being held. Even if Cheryl's not there, if we find Kaufman, then we might be able to talk to him. Lisa thought for a bit and slightly nodded. Okay, let's go then. Using the flashlight to light our way, Lisa and I walked downstairs and headed to the storehouse in the basement. We entered the hidden room in the back of the storehouse and opened the heavy iron grate in the center. Lisa headed in first and I followed behind her. It's cold, Lisa mumbles to herself. It seemed as if we had ended up lost in a giant refrigerator. I couldn't imagine that a person could live down here. I thought about that again. If Cheryl's being held down here... My body trembled. Metal door. What? We finally reached the end of the passage. A solid-looking metal door towers in front of us. I have never gone any farther than this. Lisa's voice was shaking as she spoke. Lisa and I looked at each other and lightly nodded. Then I placed my hand on the handle of the door. The skin on the palm of my hand was so frozen by the cold metal that I thought that my hand would get stuck to the handle. Lisa took a step back. I looked at the door, put my weight into hands, and opened the door open, nice, with one pull. The door opened with a thunk. Beyond it, a passage no different than the one we had just followed extended. Complete darkness. It is completely pitch black in there, and without my flashlight, it seems that it would be utterly impossible to continue forward. I cannot understand why someone made this space so deep in the hospital basement. Look, Lisa said. Lisa? What's wrong? Wait a minute, Harry. There's something drawn on the wall. I stopped and shined the flashlight on the wall that Lisa was pointing at. This is... A familiar crest was drawn there. Does this mean... something? Lisa, since you have not left the hospital, you wouldn't know, but this crest has been drawn all throughout this town. Have you not seen it before? Lisa looked surprised and muttered, Nope. That crest was also drawn on the floor. Upon closer inspection, I found that the mark had been inscribed in places all throughout the passage. The mark of Samael. I recall that is what Dahlia called it, and my body trembled. Alessa? Is Alessa here? In this area? What did you just say? Eh? For an instant, we looked at each other in the faint light that was lighting the darkness. What did you just say? I said. Is Alessa here? Lisa's face suddenly twisted in anger. Why do you know about her? No one should have told you. I was thrown off balance by Lisa's sudden rage. I saw her several times before I met you. She called Dahlia Mama. Are those two mother and daughter? Lisa looked down and her shoulders shook with anger. I had no idea why. What in the world? Just what is wrong with you? I can no longer trust anyone. Lisa? I only did as I was told. Like a true believer obedient to the scripture, I continued even though I lost everything. What are you talking about? However, after all this, there is no such thing as God. There are only ugly humans, ruled by desire. Lisa said that and then forcefully pounded on the wall. So you know something. Won't you tell me please, Lisa? Lisa smiles a bit, then a creepy expression appears in her face. You too. You are the same as them, aren't you? Thinking that you know everything, even now. Who are they? Show her Alessa's diary. What's it gonna be, chat? This is a weird turn. Yeah, it looks like chat's favoring evidence again, just like with Kaufman. Show her the diary. Here, look at this. Lisa suspiciously snatches it. April 15th. From today, this will be my new diary. Lisa secretly gave this to me as a present, and it means that soon I should be able to take my bandages off. A bird landed on the branch of the tree outside my window. I gazed at it for a bit. Seeing those beautiful colors, I thought again that it must be spring. I wish I could play outside like the other children. It's now afternoon and they have come again. I pretended to be asleep and it looks like they didn't notice. I think we've seen this before. They talk quietly. They never talk in this room. Lisa raises her head in surprise and I ask her a question. They? Do you mean the ones written about in there? Where on earth did you get this? In Alessa's room. So she kept a diary. She even wrote about me. Lisa smiled a bit. Anyway, are they the people that Alessa wrote about in there? Lisa, please tell me what you know. Before I finish talking, Lisa shakes her head back and forth. It's fine. I was used by that man. I know that. Maybe you were in cahoots with him. Or maybe you were used as well. I don't care. Cahoots, that's how I talk. Now that I know, I will have my revenge. I continue to believe that she was really Alessa. I never thought that even that was a lie. Used or not, I don't know what you're talking about. Lisa shakes in amazement. And then Lisa's face twisted in amazement. No! Don't come! What is this, like House of the Dead 2? I only did what I was told. Lisa's sight was fixed on someone behind me. Lisa? Why have you come for me? Shouldn't you be going after someone else? You have no reason to have a grudge against me. I timidly turned around, and at that moment, my flashlight went out, and the area was wrapped in absolute darkness. That's legitimately scary. Kya! The scream echoed off the concrete walls. There's no mistaking it. It was Lisa's Japanese-style scream. Something is here. I have not heard Lisa since she screamed, but I can hear a low howling and an unpleasant sound that sounds like something crunching on something. It's coming from somewhere very close to me. That's terrifying. I move toward the direction the sound's coming from. I immediately get away. What's it gonna be, chat? We're approaching endgame now. Toward the crunching sound or away. Do we find the truth? Or do we try to get the hell out of there? Chat is divided on this one. But we are slightly leaning towards A. Incredible. Lisa. There's no response. Every now and then an uncomfortably warm liquid splashes on my arm. Oh my god. It is sticky and smells like blood and is extremely unpleasant. I take a few steps back, and then I decide to try getting away. After a few steps, I have no idea of which way I came from. Even so, I continue to run. I try mindlessly fiddling with the switch on my flashlight. It only makes a clicking sound, and there is no sign that it will turn on. All I can do is run blindly. Those unintelligible things that Lisa kept babbling about. Lisa's attitude suddenly changed at the moment I said Alessa's name. In cahoots? Who talks like that? One of them? I don't understand. It is that I... What? I guess it's a question. Is it that I too am being controlled by someone? What was it that was behind me? What was that existence that frightened Lisa that much? And where is Cheryl? I don't know anything anymore. If what Lisa said was true, then Kaufman might be somewhere down here in this basement. He's said to have killed himself. However, I just saw him in the bar, and we spoke. At the moment I found the small bottle in the gas tank of the motorcycle, he gave me a furious look and yelled at me. There's no doubt he's alive, and he must know something. An essential key regarding what is wrong with this town and Alessa's existence. Thud! I ran right into the wall in front of me, bounced off of it, and fell backwards. Ouch. And then by chance, my light begins to pour out from my flashlight. I rubbed the area around my lower back, stood up, and then shined the light on the wall that was blocking my path. Ah! The mark of Samael. It was drawn very large on the door. It has the power to deny the invasion of heretics. I shine the light around the area, but the circumstances are unexplainable. I was trapped inside of a cramped cube, about 2 meters across. That's freaky. The path I ran through to get here has suddenly vanished. In order to escape, I could only open this heavy door. I was no longer surprised, or rather, my mind was paralyzed and I was no longer able to be surprised. Perhaps saying it like that is best. What should be and what should not be have become reversed. I open the door. Let my body go with the flow. What is it going to be? Initial votes seem divided. This might be the end, too. We'll see. We are still evenly divided. Incredible. It looks like we're slightly eking towards B? Possibly. No, we suddenly got A's. Alright, we're opening the door. I place my hand on the door. It opens much easier than I thought it would. An entrance to the deepest area. Dazzling light escapes from the inside, and I place my hands over my face and squint. Are those headlights? But it was already too late. My body bounced like a ball and smashed into the face of the rock several meters behind me. The vehicle that hit me crashed through the guardrail and fell down the side of the cliff. After seeing that, my mind completely shut down, and all the elements that formed me returned to nothingness. Oh, whoa! We found the ending, chat! We did it. We got bad end. There it is. We failed the boss fights, and debatably failed them off. And we lost Sybil, and Lisa died horribly. Like, that's a genius ending. What? It's you! We turn around, can't see anything, then you just hear crunching and blood splashes on us. That is horrific. That is great. Can I press anything? Can I... No, okay, I have to let the credits go, I think. No, I can press start. Do I get a digital trading card for this? We got the Lisa card. There it is. We got the Mumbler card. There you go. What a horrific end. There's Lisa. And there's Mumbler. What were the Mumblers? Were those the child monsters in the school? By the way, chat, let me show you something. I'm not sure if I need the good end for this, but let me show you something. Possibly. Introduction. Let's do new game. Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed. No, we might be out of luck. I was wondering if I'd be doing another stream of this game next time, but like... I guess if you get a good enough ending, you could unlock a Sybil story. It's not as long as Parry's, but you could actually play through a campaign as Sybil, which is rather interesting. But it seems that with the ending we got, like this is just the end. I would have to beat the game again in order to get the Harry story. Although, let me check something. I'm not 100% of this. Let me see. We don't have enough trading cards. I don't think that's the issue, though. Also, hopefully deleting the save data didn't delete my trading cards. I don't know why it would. We have those. Yeah, I probably have to save Sybil, honestly. Yeah, I think we're just stuck. So I guess this is going to be the end of the Silent Hill play novel streams. But this was quite enjoyable. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining the stream, and have a wonderful night.